Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the Last Night's Racing League. Here we are, Season 3, round number 12 at Kentucky Speedway. Boy, it's a beautiful night for racing. 84 degrees. Winds are gusting a bit at 8 miles an hour. Track temperature 99 degrees. As always, thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hey, click that notification bell if you want to know the moment we go live. And as always, we want to give a shout out to our broadcast sponsor, Butt Kicker. Don't forget to check out their link in the description in the video for all their great products. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. And before we head on down to the track, let's take a look at the standings as they are right now, going into week number 12. There's Vincent Sora up at the top of the charts, 32 points ahead of James Trammell. Now, remember I said last season, James, he came in about mid-season, maybe towards the end, and I was saying, hey, you let him get in there at the start and get going with everybody else, and don't be surprised if he's up there near the top, and boom, there he is. And doing pretty good, too. 5 top 5s, 10 top 7s. And, of course, we have Danny Cochran in third. Dakota Moniz fourth, Max Foner fifth, Martin Morales sixth, Tyler Dingler seventh, Sean Huffstudler in that eighth spot, Seba Corns ninth, and Jesse Thornock rounds out your top 10. And you can look on down the order there and see if you see your favorite driver in the top 20. Now, taking a look at the team standings, well, I tell you, they're going back and forth. Morecast Racing has jumped back into the lead ahead of Larson Line. They're leading them by about 1.3 points, and it's based on the average of the team finishes, where all the members finish. And so Morecast, they've doing a little bit better. They're right at 3.0 for top 5s. In fact, they're both tied at 3.0 even as an average for top 5s. And they edge them out. There was 6.3 to that 5.1 for Larson Line. Then we have Max Motorsport. They moved up into the third position, bumping Vortex 30 down to fourth. Obsidian Edge is in the fifth spot. TR Motorsports it says they lost a position. I think they might have been tied, but a little bit of a tiebreaker going on there. So Obsidian Edge moves into that fifth spot all by themselves. Team Shavoda is still seventh. Alfa Row eighth. Pirate Racing ninth, and Full Throttle. They came in late, a little bit later in the season, so they didn't have a chance to be as high as everybody else just now. But kind of the same deal. See what happens next season when they all start together. And let's see, Kenneth Amerson, he was going to be the spotlight driver, couldn't make it here tonight, I don't believe, and so we had to go back to Jesse Thornock, and he's not on track right now, I don't believe. I think he's, in fact, he's still, he's not still waiting for him to get in the server. I've seen him in the server here, but he may not have even gone on track at all yet. He's in the server. We've shown about 15 trucks in the server, but he's not on track right now, but he will be our featured driver once again tonight. There's Greg, who is that? That's Tyler Dingler right there. Currently 12th fastest. There's Greg Moore, and right now he's the only driver out there for Team Shavoda. Not as large a field out there tonight. Now, we're just coming off the 4th of July weekend. There may be some folks still out of town vacationing, or you never know. So I think we may be seeing the results of that. And so Greg, right now, he is the lone Shavoda driver out there. There's our spotlight driver. Oh, and there's Jesse right there, and currently 6th fastest with that 31.083. Who else out there? There's Colin. Okay, Colin, I think he just. He's in the pits right now, but right now he's fastest on the charts with a 30.9 flat. In fact, he's he's just, look at that, he is just ahead of Adam Ailshire, 30.987, and they're like neck and neck there. See, there's Danny Cochran, currently 5th fastest. see, and not too many other folks on track at the moment. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we're going to take a quick break and hear from our sponsor, and we'll be back here for qualifying. And you stand by. We're watching the last night's Racing League Season 3, round number 12, here at Kentucky Speedway on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Okay, we're back, and about a minute to go before we go to qualifying. And let's see if we can. Let's see, where's Jesse at? There's Jesse out on track. Let's see if we can grab him on the mic here before we go to qualifying here. See if we see him. See if he's in the chat. There he is, right there. We'll drag him on up here with us. Hey, Jesse, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, I got you.
Hey, man. Hey, thanks for jumping on board here again with the driver spotlight at the last minute there, man. Sure appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all, man. Happy to do it.
Yeah, man. And I tell you, how do you like things out there so far? How's the track feeling to you out there?
Pretty good. Turn 3 and 4 is always so difficult, but it's driving pretty good. I mean, it's doing what I want it to do. It's just I just don't quite know what I want it to do yet, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Or at least the truck is responding to the different things you're trying, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I when I go low, it for the most part sticks, but then it seems like I lose speed. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. What line is the best line, and then make the truck take that line.
10-4. Well, it looks like you're moving to qualifying, so I'll let you get to work, and good luck, man. We'll talk to you later on.
Good, thanks.
Okay, put him back down to his team there, and we've rolled over to qualifying here, and wait to see some trucks come out on track. There's Adam Ailshire. I think he's making his way out. He'll be coming around to start his first hot lap here. And the clock is running for the number 11. Nice smooth entry, exit off of turn 2 there. Kentucky's one of those nice wide tracks, and A lot of different lines you can run. Let's see what he gets here as he crosses the line. He may be the first time on the board here. Nobody else has gotten out there apparently. Right now he starts it off with almost a 31 flat, 31.008, and he just got bumped by Colin Forrester, 30.970. Tyler Dingler, he's on the board, 31.370. So far, those are the only 3 times. There's Martin Morales. He just completed his first hot lap, 31.127. That's third fastest. There's Vincent Sora. You know, Sora, he's always a powerhouse, currently 5th fastest with that 31.154. Times are coming in really quickly now. AJ Green's on track. He doesn't have a time just yet. Forrester still atop the charts, followed by Aylshire. Let's see what AJ gets here as he crosses the line for his first time lap. He will start off with a 31.217. That's 9th fastest. You know, he'll be trying to improve on that. There's Jesse Thornock. Oh, he spun, but he's 3rd quickest at the moment, 31.075. Max Foner, he's looks like he's 31.084. Greg Moore, and he stopped on the backstretch. He's 6th fastest with that time there. AJ, he just crossed the line. Did he improve his time? Unfortunately, he did not. And have a few more times coming in. Let's see. There's Seba Corns. He's got a 31.306 on the board so far, 10th fastest. See if he can pick that up here. As he makes his way out of turn 4. Comes down to complete that second hot lap. Let's see if he moves up the order. He crosses the line. Does he improve? Oh, and he blew it up, and unfortunately, it was for naught. He remains 10th fastest. Wasn't unable to improve on his time. Let's see. There's Sean Huffstadler. Well, just about everybody's put a time on the board except for looks like Lance Hill. It doesn't really look like Hill hasn't even come out of the pits yet. I don't know if he's going to qualify or not. We're into 4 minutes here. Let's see if Sean can pick up. He's 5th fastest at the moment. As he comes to the line, does he improve on that 5th position? And unfortunately, no. 31.196, his second timed lap. So that will do it for Sean. And we're getting close to the end of qualifying. So we're going to go ahead and pause here for our national anthem. Okay, folks, the trucks are starting to line up Le Mans style on pit road. And as we're waiting for everybody to come out, let's go ahead and take a look at that starting grid. And on the pole, there's Colin Forrester, your pole sitter. Starting second is Adam Elshire. They remain 1-2. Jesse Thornock, your spotlight driver, into third position. Max Foner starting fourth. Sean Huffstutler fifth. Martin Morales sixth. Greg Moore in the seventh position. Danny Cochran starting eighth. Vincent Sora ninth. Mike Simone 10th. Let's see, AJ Green is the 11th starter, and 12th will be Seba Corns. 13th will be Dakota Moniz. Tyler Dingler 14th. And Lance Hill he did not post a time at all, so he'll start shotgun on the field in the 15th position. And trucks are now just starting to roll out. Forrester leading them out onto the pits behind the, out onto the track behind the pace car there. And he's ready to go. Looks like he's racing the pace car. I'm not sure if we talked about it or not, though. They've got they're running 70% fuel, and they have 3 complete sets. The set they start on, and then 2 additional sets of tires. Only the one faster pair, and have 90 laps scheduled for this evening. Pace car should be coming off onto pit road this time around. There he goes, getting ready for that green flag. We got the green, and we're racing here at Kentucky. Drag race down to turn 1. Elshire already got his nose sticking out the front on the high side there, seeing if he can make it stick. Forrester may have a little bit better. You would think Elshire might have had a little bit more momentum on the high side. Forrester holding on to that lead, though, just barely. Jesse Thornock, your spotlight driver, showing about 4th spot right there, battling with Max Foner for that 3rd position. They come to the line. Forrester, he will lead lap number 1 as they start lap 2. They're still side by side, at least the first 2 or 3 rows. There's Foner and Jesse Thornock vying for that 3rd spot. Jesse has it right here now just for the moment. As Greg Moore, the lone Team Savoda driver out there tonight, running in the top 5. Field is kind of split up. You know, for when I was looking at qualifying, I thought there were a lot of Larson line guys up there in the top 10. But if you look at the order here, it's really broken up here now. You got Vortex Theory, and you have a couple of guys who are just a single car team right there in the top 3. Jesse Thornock, now he's with Larson line, but his first teammate is Dakota Moniz, back in the 13th spot. Now, who knows? Sometimes we've seen them do that. You know, they'll kind of lay back there for a while. I don't see Jad Khalif in here, league owner. He might not have been able to make it in. There's Mike Simone and teammate Seba Corns, one behind the other. It's Obsidian Edge right there. Sean Huffstutler running in that 7th spot for Morecast Racing. He only has one teammate as well. His teammate Martin Morales is back in the 13th position at the moment here. Danny Cochran, he is, something happened to Danny. He's 2 laps down. I'm not sure if he missed the start, but he's definitely off the pace there a little bit, now pretty much by himself. he has a ways to go to even catch up to the field. So Danny not getting off to the best start he would want to be for sure. Meanwhile, up the front, Colin Forrester continues to lead about 8/10 of a second. Max Foner is still fighting. He's fighting with Adam Ailshire now for that second position. Thornock is still there, but just a little bit behind. And boy, he's got a lot of company coming up behind him there. Foner definitely trying to hold on to that second position now as he pulls clear of the 11 as they go into turn 3. Ailshire is pushing him hard though, making their way through turns 3 and 4. Forrester clearly has that second spot, but Adam Ailshire is not going anywhere. Right on the bumper of that number 51. Pretty evenly matched here for the moment. Trying to see if he can get a run on him on the inside this time. He couldn't quite make it stick. There's Jesse Thornock trying to sneak up on him there just a little bit. And Jesse came in a bit late in the practice, so he might not have gotten enough practice in, or as much as he would want. You know, he was still trying to figure out, you know, it seemed like the truck was responding, and he's just trying to figure out what he wants to do with the truck. So, so far so good for your spotlight driver, Justin Thornock. Just now edging into that 4th position. Well, let's say 3rd. Let's say he's got it for the moment here. Trying to hold on to it. Adam Ailshire is a tough customer on that high line. Colin Forrester now 9/10 of a second. He's not too far away, but they keep messing around like that. He is just going to inch away from the rest of the field. That gap now is dropped down now actually 7/10 of a second. Foner, he is definitely clear of Ailshire now. Ailshire under heavy fire from Thornock and Greg Moore. Greg Moore just about making it 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. Trying to drive under the 14. And now they're going to drag race down the backstretch. Moore trying to see if he can pick up that 4th spot. Looks like he's going to get it. 11 laps of 90 on the books already. They're about to start lap 12 here. Thornock, he stays ahead of the 10 for the moment. I love these tracks where it's, you know, relatively wide track and a lot of room to race. And you're going to see a lot of side-by-side racing here, folks. And boy, and look at Moore, how he just closed up on the 14 going into turn 3. They're all pretty single file. Let's look a little further back. Now there's Lance Hill. He didn't post a qualifying time. He's currently in the 7th position. An 8-spot jump from starting dead last. Trying to make a move on the 26 of Vince Sora. Not used to seeing Sora. You know, we've said that before. It's early in the game here, folks. You know, I definitely wouldn't count the 26 out at all. Only 13 laps of 90 complete so far. Jesse Thornock in the top 10, running 6th. And now he's closing in on Jesse Thornock, who's now back to the 5th spot. I want to give a shout out to the folks in the chat there. Hey, Ryan Simone, obviously a family member there of Mike Simone. Where is Mike? There's Mike back in the 11th spot. Currently chasing AJ Green. He's got Dakota Moniz behind him. Dakota's a little ways back, almost a second behind him, though. In fact, he is now just over a second behind the 27 there. A little further up. Here's Sean Hufstedler at the tail end of this pack of trucks right here. Looks like maybe about 6 or 7 trucks there battling for position. He's chasing Seba Corns in the 15 truck, who's chasing Lance Hill. Oh, and Jesse Thornton going in the wrong direction. Not sure if he made contact with the wall. He's back to 7th for the moment. Trying to hold on to that position. He's back in the thick of it now. Up ahead of him, there's Greg Moore, nose to nose there with Adam Aylshire for that 4th spot. He's got it for the moment. I think Aylshire might get a run on him there. No, he didn't. Greg Moore was able to hold on as they go down the backstretch. And he just got in front of the 11 there. That was close. That was super close there. He had to get up there to set up for that turn. And up in front of them, Max Frona, boy, he is starting to close in on Colin Forrester. Only 0.3 of a second separate him there. Forrester, he's been leading since the green flag dropped, but he's watched that lead, that gap, slowly evaporate. Now down to 0.3 of a second. And we'll see how things go as these tires wear. And I'd say it's about 2/3 of the amount of trucks that will be out here on track. Sometimes when you have less trucks on the track, your chances of a caution start to fall dramatically, and definitely could be in for a lot of green flag running. And guys going to find out real quick how these tires are handling on green flag runs. How about, remember I said Vincent Sora, don't count him out. There he is in the 4th position. He is slowly making his way up there, just getting by Adam Aylshire to pick up that 4th spot. The 44, Lance Hill right there trying to follow him right along past the 11 truck. As they come out to the backstretch there, drag race down the backstretch. Sora's leading that pack of 3 going into turns 3 and 4. Clearly has the 4th position now. Greg Moore having a very good race so far. Been in the top 5 the whole time. Running in that 3rd spot. Now, we're not really sure what their pit window is or anything, but running, like I said, they're running 70% fuel. That's what they tend to run in this league. Now, Max Frona, he's gotten about 0.3 of a second to Colin Forrester. Actually lost a 10th there, almost half a second now. And that's about as close as he was able to get. And Max, he's hungry for a win too. Trying to keep pace with that 24. We're on lap 22 now. No one's pitted just yet. These two are starting to check out a little bit. There's Greg Moore, and he's losing ground to those leaders just a little bit. And he'll be falling into the clutches of the rest of that pack of trucks behind him if he doesn't keep the pace up here. And that would be, the first one would be Vincent Sora in that 4th spot there. Nice gap between him and Lance Hill now. He's battling with Aylshire. Aylshire up and down the high side just a little bit. Man, he's close to that wall. A spotlight driver, Jesse Thornton, he's now in the 9th position. He may be just trying to hold on here now till they get to, which could very well be. Oh, we got a caution. Let's see. Caution here. Looks like it involves Sean Hofstetler. He's sideways. Looked like he might, the front end got in the wall as well. Looked like he might have been the only one involved. Let's go take a look and see here what happened to Sean. There he is, and couldn't see who is that beside him. Oh, okay, they got, hard into the inside wall. I think that might have been AJ Green maybe. And yeah, he got a pretty good lick there on that inside. He may have to use his faster pair. Well, probably will if he wants to keep pace. He's got damage on both the front and the rear of that number 99 truck. Tough break there for Sean Hofstetler. The leader's already picked up the pace car. Caution here on lap 25. Hofstetler now catching up to the back of the pack. And your leaders are now coming down pit road. Forrester, Foner, Greg Moore right there, followed by Vincent Sora, Lance Hill, Seba Corins in 6th, Adam Elshire 7th. We have AJ Green, the 11. I'm sorry, the 48. Jesse Thornock, spotlight driver there. He qualified a little higher, so he has to go a little further than a lot of these guys. Up there to that, looked like the third pit stall there, yeah. Max Foner. Let's see if Forrester wins the battle off of pit road. Looks like he will. 14.7 seconds for Forrester. Sora, 14.4 seconds. Greg Moore in 3rd spot. Didn't get a chance to see his lap time there. The pit crew did the job and got him out there. Still in that top 5. And Jesse Thornock, he's in the 14th position. Let's see if we can grab Jesse real quick and see how things are going there for him. Hey, Jesse, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Tony, I got you.
Yeah, how was that first tire run there?
Man, it was a little bit brutal actually, because I ran pretty hard there at the beginning, and then it just started to fall back there quite a bit throughout that run.
So you think it may you may have to kind of adjust your strategy or how you push it, or to make these, because it look like there'll probably be a good chance for some long green flag runs out there tonight.
Yeah, so yeah, I think I just need to enter 3 a little bit different. I was entering it low, and then I was kind of drifting up towards the wall, and I think that just wore out my tires pretty early. But I am on a little bit of a different strategy, I think, than all these guys right now. I went ahead and did not take tires right there. So
wow, okay.
Pretty sure everybody took them. We're still 2 stops away, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's possible we could make it on 1 more stop, but I don't know. So I went ahead and did not take tires, thinking that we may have to stop 2 more times, and I'm hoping that's the case.
10-4, man. Well, good luck. We'll see how your strategy plays out, and I'll go ahead and put you back down to your channel there. We'll talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later.
Okay, Jesse Thornock making plans already, trying to see if he can make something happen here. Currently in that 14th position. The lights are okay. We still have 1 more lap of caution here, and they're making their way around now. I'm thinking the lights will probably go out as they come around. So as they get ready to go green again, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, you're watching last night's Racing League Season 3, round number 12, here at Kentucky Speedway on Rice Motorsports TV.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes all around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnett. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
All right, green flag once again here, lap 29 at Kentucky. Colin Forrester, he drops the hammer, but look at Greg Moore there. He's trying to make a statement here, putting up a fight there with Vincent Sora for that lead position. They're going to be going hard there. Lance Hill right there in that fourth spot. Max Foner, he's still in the picture. Boy, and Seba Corns and Adam Ailshire right there. Everybody's got those fresh tires, man, and they're going to be going after it. Folks getting very aggressive here as the sun starts to go down. Oh, Greg Moore got very close to the 44 Lance Hill there. Hill still holding on to that third position, though. Man, they're almost 3 wide now if they're going to go into turn 1. Oh, it looks like, who was that? A.J. Green. He had to, looked like he might have had to check up just a little bit to keep from tagging that outside wall. Oh, and he gets in Max Foner. Oh, caution's going to come out. Oh, man, Max Foner turned around. Oh, you saw that coming, folks. Caution here. Jesse Thornlike, he thought there was going to be another caution. Now, I don't know if he was expecting it to be this quick. And A.J. Green, he jumped to the pits. He probably had to tow in. Both him and Max Foner jumped to the pits. Oh, my goodness. Let's go back and take a look and see if we can see what happened. There's A.J. up on the high side, the 48 truck. Max Foner in the 51. And looks the one might have got caught up in that too. And looks like the 51 might have drifted up just a little bit into the 48. Greg Moore, he got caught. Seba Corns got caught up in it. There's Martin Morales, the number 1. Nowhere to go for the number 1. How about Dakota Moniz? He's trying to thread the needle and get through there. Looks like he will make it through. Carnage happening behind him, and he does make it through. Wow, and I tell you, it can happen that quickly, folks. Caution here on the second caution of the evening here on lap 32. We're actually getting pretty close to the halfway point here. Forrester still your leader. And that's put Vincent Sora in the second position. Lance Hill third. Now, these guys, they all stayed out. Dakota Moniz, he gained a lot of position there. Mike Simone, he pitted on lap, he's in the 5th spot. Tyler Dingler. Now, all these guys stopped on that last caution, the first caution of the evening, lap 25. Jesse Thornlock also. Jesse now up to the 7th spot. And he, like he said, he didn't take tires. And I guess he took fuel only. And he's going to try to play some different type of fuel strategy here. I think right now he must be feeling confident with the way the tires are holding up, possibly. And or at least enough. Because he didn't come in this time either. He's got Adam Ailshire right behind him in that 8th spot. Now, Adam, he did come in. And all the guys behind him have gotten, they've got fresher tires. So, yeah, it's he might get run down here, but it could be plus they have fuel too, so his fuel window is completely different from everybody now. It'll be interesting to see where he ends up at, and hopefully he'll stay out of trouble and see where he end up with that 14 truck here. Greg Moore, he's still on pit road. Max Foner is on pit road. They're all getting work done. I think I saw Moore. He just took off, making his way back out. AJ Green, he's still on pit road. And I wonder if they're still towing in, because they have both immediately jumped to the pits, meaning that they just exited out, and that there takes sometimes I think it takes a couple of minutes just to tow back. So they may still be virtually on their way into the pits. So unfortunately, Foner, he's already both of them are now 3 laps down. And so yeah, that's going to be kind of hard for him there. Field is forming up here. Lights are out on the pace car, so they'll be going green. It'll be lap 35 on the restart. So it'll be very interesting to see a couple of different fuel strategies going on here. And it's not just Jesse Thornock either. A lot of guys, these guys stayed out that pitted on lap 25, and then you have the guys that just pitted now. And we will see what happens here. Should be getting the green flag any second now. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing once again. And Lance Hill now is, he got the jump on Vince Sora. He's going to try to go after Colin Forrester for the lead here. And look at Vince Sora down on the inside. Boy, he's building up a head of steam, folks. He's getting ready to make a move here. Trying to make a move on the 44, on the 24. See if he can drive under Colin Forrester. Mike Simone in the 4th position now. He's one of the guys that stayed out, gained some track position. And those guys, Lance Hill and Vincent Sora, they're battling. Colin Forrester trying to get away from them. Lance Hill on the high side there, putting up a bit of a fight there on the 26. Jesse Thornock, he's still in 7th position. That's where he was on the restart. These guys up here, Hill, Vincent Sora, Mike Simone, he's right there watching everything happening in front of him there. Now they're all strung out very close to the wall there. Lance Hill, now he's definitely pulled away from Sora just a little bit. And, you know, we've seen Vincent Sora, once those tires started to wear down a little bit, you know, he has some strength there. Greg Moore on pit road. Oh no, did he didn't retire, did he? He might have put the truck, oh no, he might have retired. I don't know. We're not even getting a reading on him. And yeah, Greg Moore and Max Foner have put their trucks behind the wall. So 2 retirements there. AJ Green, he's 2 laps down. He's out on track, I believe. So we have 2 retirements now. 13 trucks remaining. Colin Forrester remains in the lead. Heavy pressure from Hill and Sora at the restart. But look at Mike Simone. He's giving Vincent Sora all he can handle right now. Just nosing ahead, trying to get that 3rd spot if he can. Boy, he runs a bit wide there. He's going to open the door for Dakota Moniz if he's not happy. If he's not careful there. Looks like Moniz is going to drive up under the 27 there. Take that 3rd spot, take the 4th spot. Mike Simone trying to regroup. See if he can get that position back here. Meanwhile, up the front, Colin Forrester continues to lead. Lance Hill trying to pour on the coals, see if he can catch that 24 machine. Vincent Sora not too far behind, but Lance Hill getting very close to Forrester. We're about 5 laps from the halfway point. Forrester doing a great job of running a very good line, keeping Lance Hill at bay so far. He's getting close and closer and closer, but still not quite able to get close enough to seriously mount an attack just yet. Got to watch Vincent Sora. He's starting to ease up on the bumper of the 44 there if he's not careful. It looks like there's a pair of teammates. There's like 3 pairs of teammates in the top 10 at the moment. Now Lance Hill, driving for Vortex Theory, he's running second. Adam Aylshire is in the 6th position. And then right in front of him is Mike Simone for Obsidian Edge Racing. One of his teammates, Seba Corns, is running in the 7th position. And then we have Martin Morales and Sean Huffstudler running for Marcast Racing. Boy, look at Colin Forrester. He's really cranked it up here and got that gap probably that he needs to let those guys battle it out behind him. Because if Vincent Sora, if he really gets close to Lance Hill, they'll be battling and using up their stuff just trying to get past each other. You know, when you're battling with another truck, you're not running the optimum line that you want to run just to make excellent time. Like right now, they're all single file, those top 4 or 5, and they're probably just running the line that they want to run just for, to get the maximum performance, get the best lap time. And you see when they do that, you start to see Lance Hill start to get a little closer. But when those guys start getting door to door there and battling with each other, somebody's not running, the best line that they could be running, probably neither one of them. And it always benefits the guy in front. He would love it if those guys got a little closer and started fighting each other again so that he could just scoot on down the road. Let's look back there at Mike Simone. He's pretty clear. Seba Corns, I thought I saw somebody battling pretty close. They must have separated a little bit. There's Adam Aylshire in the 7th spot. Tyler Dingler is now 19th. Danny Cochran, there's Danny. And Danny's, where is he? Is he on the, yeah, he's back on the lead lap. He was 2 laps down there at the start of the race. And so Danny Cochran, he pitted on lap 32, but he got his lap back. I think he must have been a lucky dog a couple of times maybe and got back on the lead lap. So currently running in that 11th spot. Jesse Thornock, your spotlight driver, he was 7th. He's fell several positions now. He didn't get those tires. He may be paying for it now. He may be trying to roll the dice, maybe on fuel or something. I'm wondering if that caution, that caution came out very early, and that might have thrown a wrench in his plans. He might have been planning on a long fuel run here and hoping this thing would cycle around a little differently, but this thing might be hurting him now, and especially not getting those tires, because now he's going to have to ride it out until maybe a caution happens, and we'll just see where he ends up at here. Currently in that 12th position, Colin Forrester still your leader. Lance Hill is getting ever closer to that 24 truck. He's been around 0.2 of a second, and it's almost like he hits a barrier right there and just can't get any closer. real close to a 1/10 of a second and just not there just yet. 0.25. You see it keeps playing around there, the gap. Now he's less than 2/10, and now it's just a 1/10 and a half about between him and the 24. Now back to 2/10 of a second. He is just trying everything he can to get up there and try to get a run on Forrester. Forrester's running, looks like he's running just the right line. He might be taking the line from Hill that he needs to get some momentum and drive under the 24. Forrester possibly doing a bit of defensive driving here, making that truck wide, so to speak, which definitely isn't an easy thing to do on a wide track like this. You have at least 3 or maybe even 4 grooves that you could run. Well, I tell you, Lance Hill, he is right there now, folks. Forrester, he's going to have to be careful. Lance Hill, he is all over him now. It's all about maintaining consistency. And that's one thing that's kept Colin Forrester at the front. You know, regardless of who's behind him and how much pressure, he's been running a very consistent line. He got really low that time. Let's see how that works out for him as they go into 1. And so far, as they go down the backstretch, boy, he is keeping the 44 at bay, but he is, I tell you, Lance Hill is like a shadow now. Where is Vincent Sora? He's a bit farther back. Oh, boy, he almost got into it there with Seba Corns. Dakota Moniz just about to drive under the 15. Oh, man, that was almost another caution. Seba Corns trying to hold on. Dakota Moniz looks like he's going to get that 4th position from the 15 as they go on to the backstretch. Teammates, there's Seba Corns, his teammate Mike Simone there in the 6th spot. Sean Hofstadler a little further back. Forrester still your leader. Then Adam Ailshire. These guys are spread out a bit back here. And Martin Morales running 9th, and Tyler Dingler rounds out your top 10. A little bit further back, got to go way back actually to catch Danny Cochran. And he's actually battling with Jesse Thornock for position. That's Cochran in the 2 truck. AJ Green, Green is actually 2 laps down, so they're not battling for a position. There's Jesse Thornock. And meanwhile, up the front, boy, Lance Hill, he is still trying to get past that 24. They put a bit of distance between him and Vincent Sora. Sora now over a second behind the 2 front runners here. Man, he's getting super close. Oh, boy. Let's see if he tries to make a run. Turns 3 and 4. It doesn't look like it quite this time around. Colin Forrester running a very good line here at Kentucky. Very difficult. And Jesse Thornock, he is going to just have to, he may be giving up on his strategy. He's going to have to do a green flag pit stop. Those tires probably just going away a little bit too much for the 14. That's going to at least put him 1 lap down. He's going to have to hope for a caution. He probably will be the lucky dog because Green is 2 laps down. If he can get out and hurry up and get out of there and get up to speed and only be the 1 lap down, he'll be in that lucky dog position. He's got to hurry up. It doesn't take him very long to get going. Left sides, he's down and away. Fortunately, he's down there at the end of pit road. trying to get up to speed now. He's got fresher tires. His tires will be a lot fresher than the guys that are going to try to put him 2 laps down, so maybe he'll be able to stay ahead of them. And he probably got fuel as well, so because you know everything is different for Jesse, completely different cycle here than the rest of the field. And you see there he is. Where the leaders? They're back there. They're a couple of turns behind the 12, but I'm thinking Thornock may be able to just hold on here, and he may be in a pretty good position here, because if caution does come out, he will definitely get that lucky dog position and move right up back onto the lead lap. Now will be a time that he would love to say, okay, you know, the caution come out right now. It'll be just right. He'll still cannot make that pass on Forrester. Vincent Sora, he hasn't been able to gain on those two. Dakota Moniz, he's still going at it with Seba Corns. Corns very close to the wall. Still managing to hold off the 5. Oh boy, that was close there. Thought he was about to tap him in the left rear. It's even now a little bit clear of Dakota Moniz. Boy, he really closed up on Vincent Sora there. 15 trying to put pressure on the 26 truck. And Forrester, meanwhile, is still keeping Lance Hill at bay. You know, keeps fluctuating between 1 and 2/10 of a second. And, you know, oh man, it's getting close now. Let's jump up the front here. It keeps getting that close. Somebody else is coming in, AJ Green. Green flag pit stop for the 48 truck. Meanwhile, your leaders, boy, every time he gets there, and it's just, and green flag pit stops. Here we go, and Hill is coming in with him. Sean Huffstudler, he's going to inherit the lead. No, actually, Seba Corns, it's going to be Vincent Sora there. I was wondering how many folks were going to come down. Now, these guys are going to stay out because they didn't come in. I don't know that last time there. See, Vincent Sora, he pitted on lap 25. Seba Corns actually pitted on lap 31. Sora did not pit that last time around, so Seba has a bit fresher tires. He tapped the 26 as he was going into the pits. He was probably just getting on the brakes and wasn't quite off the racing surface just yet. Luckily, he didn't get turned around by the 15. That puts Corns in first position. Sean Huffstudler right there in that second spot. And Corns and Huffstudler, they pitted lap 31 and 32 respectively, so they may go a handful of laps more. Jesse Thornock, you know, he was off cycle, and he probably still because right now he's still a lap down. There's several trucks a lap down, but he's already pitted and got his fresh tires, so he's going to be out there for a while, and he needs some more folks to pit. He just moved past Morales. I think Morales might be getting ready to come down, or is he exiting pit road? Yeah, he's just coming out onto the racing surface there. There's Adam Aylshire. Oh, locking up the brakes, trying not to get that speeding penalty as he goes down pit road. Right now, he's the only one on pit road. Seba Corns, he's still out there. There's only 25 laps remaining in this race, folks. Aylshire is the only one on pit road at the moment. Now, Jesse Thornock, he pitted on lap 56. Dakota Moniz, he pitted on lap 62. Vincent Sora running 7th, pitted on lap 63. And then you have folks like Colin Forrester and Lance Hill. They both pitted on lap 62. Well, Lance Hill 62 and Vincent Sora 63. Everybody, looks like everybody that was going to come into pit have pitted. And right now, there's only 3 trucks on the lead lap. That would be Seba Corns. And there he goes into the pit, so he's going to lose a lap. But, you know, Sean Huffstudler, he's going to have to pit, too. He's not really in the right cycle now because you know he's going to have to pit. And right now, he's the lead. He'll probably get a point for leading a lap here. He'll try to stay out. He's got Forrester and Hill right behind him, and they've got fresh tires. And they're bracketing the 99 as they go right on by. He's still technically in the lead, but they've just gotten themselves back on the lead lap. And it looks like he's now going to come around and go ahead and pit. And that would hand the lead to Danny Cochran, who pitted on lap 32. But he's going to have to come in as well. And how about this, folks? Lance Hill finally got ahead of the 24 with 22 laps remaining. And Cochran's also on pit road, so these guys are going to inherit the lead here. Lance Hill will cycle up to first place. Oh, boy, they almost came together there. So Lance Hill and Colin Forrester are now 1-2. And they're battling hard going into turn 1. Forrester right there on the high side. Lance Hill doing all he can now to keep that 24 at bay. Oh, my goodness. Dakota Moniz is in the 4th position, and Jesse Thornock is running 5th. And he just may have the tires to go to the end here, folks. He pitted on lap 56. But meanwhile, the battle up the front here. Hill is still leading. And now it's Forrester's turn to get a little taste of his own medicine, you know, see if he can get up on the bumper of Hill and without actually being able to get past him. It's one thing to be the leader and the other guy having to struggle to get past you. Now the tables have turned, and let's see how Colin Forrester deals with it here. And who knows, it just may be a thing, maybe, that he was running a very good line to keep Lance Hill behind him. But if, you know, one of them situations where, like, I know if this guy gets past me, he might be gone. And let's see, who is that behind them right there? I think that's Danny Cochran, but he's not on the lead lap. Danny Cochran is showing 1 lap down. He's actually in the lucky dog position. And Colin Forrester does get past the 44. He's not worried about the 2 truck. And boy, they're battling out of turns 3 and 4. Forrester it depends on if Hill gets a run on him and able to get down there and drop back down in front of him once again. And hopefully that 2 truck's not in the way too much. Oh boy, this is going to get close here. Door to door out of turn 2. Now Forrester, he is staying ahead of, I'm not Forrester, but Cochran is kind of staying ahead of them just a little bit. Now Cochran pitted on lap 68. His tires may be a little fresher, so he may have the tires to stay out of their way. Hill does move back to the lead. Vincent Sora in that 3rd position, but he's still 1.5 seconds back from the leaders. Lance Hill doing everything he can now to just open it up. And he's about 3/10 now on Forrester with 17 laps remaining, just about to be 16 laps. Forrester starting to lose a bit of ground here now. Might have backed off to cool those tires a little bit before he tries to mount another attack. At least the 2 truck is not that close to them now. And he wasn't ever really in the way. But that gap is kind of holding around 0.3 of a second. See, where is Vincent Sora? You see Vincent Sora. He's like 2.5 seconds behind Forrester. Nowhere close to him at the moment. They would really have to lose some pace for him to really gain any kind of ground right now. Forrester holding on to a 3/10 gap between him and Hill. There's Vincent Sora there in that third spot. Dakota Moniz, he's a little over a second and a half behind him. Jesse Thornock, he's in the top 10, running 10th, and he's battling with guys for position. Seba Corns are just about 4 seconds behind him. He's trying to catch Tyler Dingler there in that 19 truck. Dingler just over half a second ahead of him. See if he can try to maybe get a couple of more positions. But Thornock, he's on the wrong side of the tire life here, because both Simone and Dingler pitted on lap 62 and Jesse pitted on lap 56. So, and nobody's leaving anything on the table, and they're bound to have a bit more life in their good years than Jesse does, unfortunately. Meanwhile, up the front, Lance Hill, he continues to maintain a 4/10 second gap on Colin Forrester, who's also keeping Vincent Sora at bay. Vincent Sora over 2.5 seconds back. He's nowhere really close to them at all. The guys up the front now are pretty much, like I said, they're starting to space out here just a little bit. See, a little further back, there's Sean Huffstutler. He's half a second up on Martin Morales. Their two teammates running 5th and 6th. And from the looks of it, okay, Vortex Theory, they've got a couple of guys in the top 10, but that's Hill and Aylshire, and they're running 1 and 7 respectively. And but Sean Huffstutler and Morales for Morecast Racing, they're gonna pad their lead over Larson Line today for sure, because there's actually three drivers, and Jesse, he runs for Larson Line as well. But there's 2 of them in the top 10, but it's where they are as well. Dakota, he's running in the 4th spot, and his teammate Jesse is running 10th, and then Danny Cochran's in the 12th position. So, and it's all the team points, it's all based on the average. So Huffstutler and Morales running 5th and 6th, much better result for the team, actually for them as well, really. Running well within inside the top 10 there. Of course, Lance Hill leading, and it'll help Vortex Theory that he's got a teammate, at least one teammate, running inside the top 10 with Adam Aylshire in that 7th position. But Forrester, yeah, he's starting to lose a bit more ground now, just about half a second with 9 laps to go. And the gap between him and Sora is almost 3 seconds. So, but that's kind of odd, because we normally see Vincent Sora find a way to just really find something from about midpoint on in a race, and usually see him start to get up there and get with it, and just doesn't have anything for him today from the looks of it, with now 8 laps remaining, and he's still just he's trying to hold on. He's about just over 7 seconds behind your leader. His teammate Dakota Moniz actually might be homing in on him. Actually, they're not teammates. They race together other places, but they the Dakota's starting to get a little bit closer. Colin Forrester, he's just on the verge of half a second behind Lance Hill. That's what half a second looks like. It's so tantalizingly close. Like, oh man, if I could just get up there. Now it makes you wonder, is he Could he be pacing himself and just trying to make one last gasp surge at the number 44 with a handful of laps to go, trying to save as much of those tires as possible? You never know. But we're definitely getting close to the end here now. Lance Hill, there, your leader, and he's got AJ Green just about 2 seconds down the road in front of him there. AJ's still 2 laps down. Never did get either one of those laps back. Greg Moore and Max Fone are the only 2 retirements. Green, the only one not on the lead lap. Now 5 laps remaining. It's going to be 4 as he crosses the line here. But you know, he's actually opened up that gap a little bit more. It's just about 0.6 of a second between him and Forrester. So Lance Hill, at the moment, getting it done. Let's look at their lap time history here. And you can see Forrester was quicker on lap 83 and 84, but Hill was quicker just barely on laps 85 and 86. And that time around, Hill, he also won the battle that time, 0.05 of a second quicker than Colin Forrester. So he's not much faster than the 24, but just fast enough just to keep him at bay. It's almost like a mirror of what he was dealing with earlier in the race. And who knows? If they were in the positions were reversed, we might be looking at the exact same thing. If it were Forrester that was out front. Coming up on AJ Green, that lap truck now. Let's see where AJ goes. He's going down low. He's going to get the white flag, though, this time as he crosses the line. Now 0.7 ahead of Colin Forrester. Unless something extraordinary happens, don't see how you're going to make up 0.7 of a second in one lap, less than one lap. Vincent Sora still quite a ways back. He's trying to hold on to that fourth spot with Sean Huffstedler now trying to gain on him. But Lance Hill now coming out of turn 4. He's going to come down to the checkered flag. He's going to be your winner here at Kentucky. Lance Hill, your winner. Colin Forrester second, with Dakota Moniz actually moving up into that third spot. Got around Vincent Sora. Boy, what a battle. He had just enough, and it was a very even battle too, because all the guys in the top 3, they were all on the same pit window and they had tires all at the same time. So it was a pretty good fight right to the end. Congratulations there, Lance Hill. Let's go ahead and get some of the guys up into victory lane here. So we got to find Forrester and Moniz and Hill. There's Colin right there. We'll move him up. And there's Lance Hill. We'll move him up. With your lane, and now we got where's Dakota? Well, where's Dakota? I just saw him. There he is. We'll move him up here, and we'll hop on down there with him. Okay, folks, we're in victory circle here with your top 3: Lance Hill, Colin Forrester, and Dakota Moniz. Hey, Lance, you got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Hey, man, I tell you, what a race. Good battle there between you and Colin all race long. Man, I tell you, you were chasing Colin for so long. Finally got ahead of him. I know you was happy have those tables turn finally.
Yeah, there was a few times there I had to block him a little bit. I wasn't going to let him have it. I was going to, race him clean, but, I'm not going to let him have much there at the end.
I tell you, man, that was how was the race where it seemed like you guys just really making good time throughout the race there.
Yeah, on fresh tires there on that last pit stop there. I actually turned my fastest lap of the race, so I believe Colin did also because we're in the same team, or at least same team chat, and he said he ran his fastest lap also. So I'm like, man, we're both pulling heaters out right here with these fresh tires. I'm like, I don't know if I'll be able to get by him because I'm pretty sure his fastest lap was faster than mine. But I guess we got lucky there with that one lap car. So
10-4. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Branch Water Distillery, my sponsor, Colin, AJ, Adam for being good teammates. Jad for running this league. My parents for letting me do this, and yeah, pretty much that's it.
10-4. Well, congratulations, man. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, man.
Hey, Colin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Yeah, man. Boy, I tell you, you put up an awesome fight, man. I tell you, you were really holding him off almost all race long, and somewhere along the way, after what was it, that last pit stop, he had been trying so long to try to get past you, and just got by you there finally, huh?
Yeah, after that pit stop, he got by me, and then some lap cars sort of got in the way, but not really, I guess. I guess I could have gone high, but I was expecting him to stay high, but I still should have probably gotten better than what I did, and I'm pretty disappointed right now. I thought I was going to win that race, led the most laps, but just got too tight whenever me and Lance got to battling. I think I used up my right front too much, and just never could get back to him. He was pulling away there at the end, so just mad at myself. I feel like I messed up, but he still won and did a great job.
Yeah, 10-4. But you guys, I tell you, man, you held him off for so long. That's what was amazing about that. Earlier in the race, I mean, he had gotten to a lot of times within a tenth of a second, and just could not find a way around you. And like I was telling our audience, and if the positions had been reversed, you guys might have been in the same situation there. He just might have been trying to find a way around you because you've been running a really good line when you're out front there making that truck wide and being able to hold him off. But, man, great battle for both of you there. And congratulations. We're coming away with this second anyway. And anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Shout out to everyone in the league for having me. I look forward to it every Tuesday night. Shout out to everyone in the Vortex Theory chat. And shout out to you doing the broadcast. You do a great job as usual. And that's all.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Thank you, Tony.
Hey, Dakota, you got a copy there.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Hey, man, where you been, man? It seems like it's been a while since you've been up here, and good to see you up here on Victory Lane here, And congratulations on that third-place finish.
Yeah, it feels good to be back up in here, being interviewed by you. Yeah, it's been a tough couple weeks here in the league, but yeah, we were able to finally come away with the top 3 and had a good run, good clean run today.
Yeah, I tell you, man. And are y'all short somebody today? That somebody's not here? Who am I thinking? Is it Austin?
Yeah, Austin's been taking some time off from racing right now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah. Because I tell you, guys are in a heated battle with Morecast Racing, and they finished 5th and 6th today. That's going to probably pad their lead a little bit in that team championship. But yeah, Jesse, he finished in 10th, and so I mean that does help, with the average a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Danny came in 11th. He got kind of screwed up there on the start, but yeah, just as a team, we had a good race, and I was happy to come up with the P3.
10-4, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Give a shout out to all the sponsors of the league. Shout out to Hot Laps Design for giving me my paint schemes. Shout out to you for doing the broadcasts, and just yeah, it's been great. And shout out to all my teammates.
10-4, man. Well, good luck next week. We'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you, Tony.
Okay, folks. Boy, that is going to do it there. And man, I tell you, you can always expect some good hard racing. And let's go ahead and take a look at those finishing order there. And of course, we have Lance Hill is your winner, and then Colin Forrester, they're coming in second position. Dakota Moniz third, Vincent Sora fourth, Sean Huffstudler fifth. Good finish for Sean there. Martin Morales sixth spot, Adam Elshire seventh, Tyler Dingler eighth, Mike Simone ninth. Jesse Thornock came in 10th. I meant to grab Jesse too, but we'll talk to him later. Danny Cochran 11th, Seba Corns 12th, AJ Green 13th, Greg Moore 14th, and Max Foner in the 15th position. And as always, we want to thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV. And well, I tell you, we'll be back next week and do it all again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will see you next week. And for all of us here at Rice Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.